thread after doing some research. We found some of the really disturbing things, like, and rumors and a lot of evidence that led to it. And we just really wanted to share it because that's, like, not okay. And with all the recent events out here lately, like, we just think it really needs to be told.
Now, back to Dan Schneider. This is his Twitter, @DanRap. There's a tweet that he said, toes similar to fingers, but not nearly as good. Who agrees?
There's so many. He runs, like, the Victorious account, the Sam and Cat account, like the iCarly account. He always tweets.
At one point, he tweeted a picture of, like, Jeanette McCurdy's toes, who was a star on iCarly. He's like, guess whose toes they are? They're so beautiful and soft and delicate. I just want to, like, cuddle with them, or something weird along those lines.
That's not like. But this is what I'm saying. Like, before everyone goes, yeah, but this just feet, this and that. Imagine if your kid comes back and goes, hey, you know, today when I was at school, the teacher was rubbing my feet. You would go and beat the ever living shit out of the teacher. Oh no, like, I'm not saying it's illegal, but it's something where a parent would go, dude, don't fucking touch my kid.
Yeah, like, we can't,
because Leaf says in the chat he paid somebody $100. At least in Reddit they said, as a background actor, $100.
This girl was 12.
Yeah, the girl was 12 years old.
And what? Go ahead, tell the story.
Well, basically, I saw this thing on Reddit, and she was an extra on the Amanda Show, and she talked about how Dan paid her $100 to see if her feet were ticklish, and he took her in the office alone and complimented her feet and, like, tickled them. Like,
and he said from there he just started, like, rubbing them and complimenting them, and she was, like, 12 years old.
Now this one here is Ariana Grande, like, crawling on the table and licking her lips. Like, that is, come on.
Yeah, that took 115 takes.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't tell me that somewhere during take 30, nobody on the set was like, hey, I got a question. Are we really is this gonna end up in the final cut with her licking her lips on the library, which is very clearly like a school library table? Like, the whole thing is just reeks of, like, pedophilia. Like to look at an image like that, it's like, what do you do? Like, even the setting of it is school, and, like, she's wearing, like, a fucking Letterman jacket. Like, you know what I mean? There's a certain level of detail that went into that.
No, Mike, I want you to read the second one. This is when she was underage. She was 15 on Facebook. Right. Read that.
Who wants to see Jeanette McCurdy's toes? I've got plenty of pics to go around if you tune into the new iCarly episode. Eyeballs?
Yes.
This Friday on Nick.
Eyeballs. There's nothing to do with balls in the episode either.
There was somebody that used to write blind items for, you know, Hollywood people, and a lot of people speculated that it was Robert Downey Jr., but he said
we don't know for a fact if it was. We actually later on said, well, we don't know.
Right.
But it's very speculated. That's why we put that.
So they wrote about Dan Schneider. He's a monster, the worst predator alive, and if you wonder why nobody will confront or charge him, he's in charge of multiple hit shows for Nickelodeon.
Harvey Weinstein and Nickelodeon.
Rakes in oceans of money, tens of millions of dollars, multiplied by many years and many shows, not to mention his merchandising royalties. So Viacom, Nick warned him to cool it, then pay for his damn lawyers. What about the parents? No tweener parent who shoved their kid into the limelight from birth is going to cross him either and risk career suicide and a loss of revenue and residuals in future career, no matter how bad it fucks up the kids, especially if there's multiple kid actors in the family and the kid agents are complicit too. Just ask the Spears family, which you guys mentioned earlier. A lot of settlements get paid out from Viacom accounts.
I worked in the entertainment industry for almost 10 years, and Schneider came up quite a few times with some of the people that I worked with, and this guy is just an absolute scumbag. It goes far beyond feet. He would have pool parties and invite all the kids over, and be like, "Oh, we'll just take care of the kids. No adults need to come over." Whoa. So he was having pool parties with these kids that were on the shows without any kind of adult supervision going on.
Whoa.
Wow, that's fucking weird, dude.
Now we're cooking with gas. This is getting fucking weirder with this guy.
Also, a friend, one of my friends that used to work on a couple of the shows they did. I mean, this goes back to the early '90s. This is back from like the all. I believe the show was called like All That and Keenan and Kel and all that. It was shows from way back then.
Yeah, that was fucking shows we watched.
Yeah, when we were children.
Yeah. And he would spend extremely large amounts of time alone with the kids in their dressing rooms, and without any adult supervision in there either. He would get mad if you went and if the talent wrangler, the person who would usually handle all the talent, make sure they were on set when they needed to be. If they were going and whichever actor or actress needed to be on set, if they went to go get him and he was in the middle of talking to him, he would just berate the poor PA that was just trying to do their job for interrupting them. What? He was just he's just a sick dude, and people have known about this in the industry for a long time. This isn't anything that's new to people within there, and it's not anything new to Nickelodeon either. I don't know why Nickelodeon continues to put up with this guy.